everybody. Well, I wanted to pop in and just again do something that I would definitely demo if we had class, which is how to do just simple research now that we're gathering topic ideas and kind of getting there. To my knowledge, I want to say at least 90% of us have presented me with some kind of topic idea. And if you did that through our attendance assignment last week, then I've given you, some feedback on that, whether it's here are some ones to pursue, here are some ones not to pursue. And the video that we're going to make a little later today is going to focus on how to take an idea and kind of narrow it down and work with it in a feasible way. But you're going to need information to do that. Like you're going to see me kind of process how to do that because I do have a general understanding of a lot of these topics because students have done them before. So let's go ahead and start with the basics. I want to go ahead and do some kind of topic finding research. And I wanted to remind everybody that if you're at home, then you need to go to the passwords tab on Miss Nelson's library page to get into these simple databases. If you're using SLU, then you're probably already logged into everything. And I'm not 100% positive that SLU has opposing viewpoints, but I'm pretty sure that it has opposing viewpoints. Opposing viewpoints is, I think, the best place to get an idea of how many topics there are out there. And so it's definitely one that I want to use all the time. And I'm just going to go to browse issues and, here we go. Like I can get into police brutality, just something that piques my interest. It's going to give me an overview. And this is exactly the type of information that you want early on in this process. Is what is it? What's the overview? The overview in opposing viewpoints is actually its own piece of writing. So this is a source, and I can borrow this source. I can keep this source. It gives me a lot of kind of info on main ideas, etc., etc. And so that's going to be something that, again, just feeds a lot of information to me. So what do I want to do if I'm keeping kind of a tally? Well, I want to create, and forgive me for using Word here, but I want to create a document where I'm keeping track of the information that I'm using. So, this is called an annotated bibliography. We're going to start this so early in the process that you actually are going to dump parts of your annotated bib because we're only going to look at the parts that we used for the paper itself. So if I'm interested in, let's say, 3 topics, I actually want to sort them. And what I want to do as I'm going through this is I want to do my best to have a decent citation. So if we remember, citation is up here. And then underneath that, I'm going to have a summary. I'm not going to look and write out the summary for all of you because that would be long and tedious and a waste of our time as we're watching a video, right? So in the instance that I actually pick police brutality, this is definitely going in my annotated bib, right? This is definitely a source that has had some kind of influence on my thinking, and I want to save that. Now, let's go ahead and do some further research. Let's say I don't really know what to look for after this, because this is a great source, right? Any of these, I'll just kind of demonstrate really quickly if I go back to browse ideas. Literally every single one of these is started by kind of a getting to know you article that covers a whole lot of information. So now I'm going to go cite this one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, um, my life easier, I'm going to look for fracking online. And this is the exact time where I should look for um, like Wikipedia. This is a fantastic time to look at Wikipedia because Wikipedia, for all of its inaccuracies and possibilities, it's going to give us a whole lot of information. Maybe it's redundant. Maybe I've already got the information that that I saw from opposing viewpoints. But what I want to look for is like, there we go, policy. If there are major names of people that are involved, those are the types of things that I really want to look for. And if I look at policies and I see like there are some bills, right? See, suddenly I'm getting like Balcom, like this seems really important to me. Um, if I want to look at some films, there are some things here. So I start, research issues. I even love that they give me research issues. Health risks, all this stuff. This is a whole lot of information. So, I'm not expecting you to just know it all immediately, but this gives you a sense of what do I need to ask? What do I need to look at to determine what the two sides of this topic are going to be. And so I am going to, now this is lazy. I want you to know it's lazy. I am going to pop my Wikipedia down in my annotated bib. Now, this should never see your paper, but it definitely is part of your research path. And that's what an annotated bib is. It's your research path. There's a proper way to cite this that we can deal with later. And I don't want to address that in this video. I don't want to take all that time to do that in this video. And actually, since I know that this is not going to meet my paper, it's not worth our time to do it properly anyway. But it's going to get me a lot of stuff. Of course, the other thing about Wikipedia is some of the information is cited. So if I find information that seems like it's really important, hydraulic fracture research study, and I can actually get that. This is from the EPA, so this is definitely going to be a decent source, a worthwhile, credible source. So if I can use this in my research, then I'm really using a good piece of information. And it does look like I would have to kind of figure out how to cite this. But that's okay. That's not the worst problem in the world to have. So again, kind of the research path that you want to think about as you're moving towards the end goal here is, how do I connect the information that I have, and how do I keep a record of the information that I have, so that I can go from step 1 to step 2 to step 3, and then I can start to build out, this is what my paper is.